World Sport.
So you are the one who wants to spend some time with Ronaldo? Well, of course you can. If you can guess his hotel and get there in 20 minutes.
Ronaldo Luis Nazario De Lima is the biggest star in the world's biggest sport. Understandably then, sometimes it can be a bit difficult to meet him, even when you're on a mission to present the Trans World Sports Sportsman of the Year award. We had planned to do this last December when we announced our winners, but the 26-year-old was just a little busy. After his 8 goals led Brazil to an historic 5th World Cup win, he picked up his 3rd FIFA World Player of the Year award and was also voted the European Player of the Year. All the accolades reflected not simply his thrilling displays on the pitch, but also the magnitude of his comeback from horrific knee injuries. So, if you were Brazil's famous number 9 in Portugal to play a friendly, where would you be staying? Well, naturally perhaps at the hotel named after one of Rio's most famous beaches. Special delivery for Ronaldo, the Watford Crystal Trophy. Sorry it's 4 months, 19 minutes late.
Well,
I'd like to say thank you to Trans World Sport, and also say I'm delighted about receiving such an important trophy. I'm very proud of this, and really hope that I'll be able to win this particular award many more times during my career. Thanks very much.
Brazil's Seleção, or national team, is packed with many of the world's best players. Their star power draws hundreds to watch any training session they have anywhere in the world. But even alongside the likes of Rivaldo, Roberto Carlos, Ronaldinho and Cafu, Ronaldo holds a special place. Barely into his teens, he was rejected by Flamengo, the biggest club in Brazil. But his natural gifts of pace, touch and an eye for goal blossomed so brilliantly that he'd never be overlooked again. At 17, he would be called into the national team for his first taste of the World Cup. The man who made that decision is now back in charge of the Seleção and seemed the perfect person to ask how the Ronaldo of then compares to the Ronaldo of now.
I think we've all changed. In '94, Ronaldo was just 17 years old. He was very young. I'd say he was just a boy. He went to the World Cup and was taken aback by everything. Now he's changed. He's grown up and is a man of the world. Since then, he's played in 2 more World Cups and was top scorer last time. He's much more experienced. People change over time, and Ronaldo's no different.
Since that first World Cup experience, Ronaldo has played for 3 of the world's most high-profile clubs: Barcelona, Milan's Internazionale, and now Real Madrid. Even though Real's fans are used to welcoming the very best, Ronaldo's arrival last September was still a big deal for club president Florentino Perez.
Today, we've made it happen. Ronaldo is going to be part of history here at Real Madrid. I've no doubt that he's going to be the author of many glorious chapters in the legacy of this club. There have been so many famous chapters already during these 100 years, but I'm certain that between us we can improve even more, so that during the 21st century, Real Madrid remains the best club in the world.
For any other team, those words would sound grandiose. But when you have Ronaldo alongside Zinedine Zidane, Roberto Carlos, Raúl and Luis Figo, it all seems quite reasonable, really. Ronaldo's goals have helped Los Merengues open a lead in Spain's Primera División, but that's just the start of their aspirations. The real reason such talent has been assembled is to win La Décima, Real Madrid's 10th European Cup. In the quest for the UEFA Champions League title, they've come up against Manchester United in the quarter-finals. It's often said that United are the world's biggest club. What does the world's most celebrated player make of that claim? as Real Madrid look forward to the deciding second leg following their dismantling of the English club at the Bernabeu.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it's Real Madrid. In terms of history, in terms of success, it's much bigger than Manchester United. Not that I think this game will decide which is the bigger club, but I do think it will be a great game, and that we have lots of quality in the team, and a lot of desire to win this match.
While those two clubs exhibit mutual respect, mutual enmity best describes the relationship between Real and Barcelona. Ronaldo, once the darling of the Camp Nou, played in Milan before arriving in Madrid. Figo moved directly in 2000, and the hatred that provoked in Barcelona was still evident this season.
It didn't surprise me. But what happened, I think, was that some of the people allowed things to become violent. I accept that they're entitled to make their frustrations about any given player known. But I think that in sport, there's absolutely no place for violence.
The main threat Ronaldo faces on a daily basis is the relentless attention his popularity brings him. The non-stop clamour for autographs and photos is tiring enough even to witness. So does he ever feel trapped by the hordes that flock to him and his teammates?
No, there's not a moment when it bothers me. What happens is that we have a very disciplined lifestyle. We have a rigid schedule with important commitments to the national team or our clubs. And it's not always possible to meet all the requests the fans ask for. But if we can, if we're free, then we try to help and make ourselves available.
The demands of fans are one thing, but the press is something else. Rodrigo Paiva is the man charged with managing Ronaldo's never-ending stream of media requests when he's on national duty.
Before the '98 World Cup, he didn't have anyone doing the work that I do. He was totally unprotected. The media harassment would just go straight through to him. And it was for this reason that I was appointed in '99. My feeling is that a lot of what happened at that time was down to so much being placed on Ronaldo's shoulders during the World Cup. So I reckon that this job, whether I'm doing it or someone else is absolutely crucial.
Any match against Brazil, whether it's a friendly or not, is almost guaranteed to fill a stadium. And here in Portugal, there's no shortage of fans in yellow and green.
Ronaldo's the best in the world. Why? He's just so good. He's simply an awesome player.
Because he shows he's the best. He's just been blessed. He's Brazil. Ronaldo is Brazil. Ronaldo!
On this particular night, Ronaldo is not at his brilliant best. He doesn't score, and Brazil lose. If he helps Real claim the Spanish and European titles, though, Ronaldo will have won just about all the sport can offer. But while the trophies shine brightly in public, for Ronaldo, the most valuable reward will remain a strictly personal affair.
I play football because of passion, because of the pleasure it gives me to play football. The day I don't experience that passion, when I don't feel that pleasure, well, that will be the day when I finish my career as a footballer. And if that happened, I definitely would be satisfied with all that I've achieved in my career.